Hello and welcome to Faceoff, UCTV's very own Hockey East breakdown show. I'm your host, Ben Roy, and today we will dive right into a breakdown of both our men and women's ice hockey teams, as well as preview the upcoming conference games this weekend. Stay tuned, as we have a lot to unpack on this first episode of Faceoff. With each team coming off of crushing losses in the Hockey East Championship last year, there is certainly a theme of revenge for both the men and women as they hit the ice this year. The women came out of the gates running last weekend as they recorded a blowout 7-1 win on Friday night and followed with a 3-2 overtime win the next day as a part of a weekend non-conference series with Stonehill College. A player to keep your eye on is senior defenseman Claire Peterson, who is currently leading the team in goals and also was awarded Hockey East Women Defender Player of the Week. The men also showed dominance this past weekend as they too won both of their weekend conference series games against Vermont. Game 1 on Saturday was all UConn as they powered their way to a 4-1 victory. Game 2 was no different as freshman forward Matthew Wood recorded his second goal of the series, leading UConn to a 3-1 win. Another player to watch is junior defenseman Andrew Lucas, who is a transfer from Vermont and was awarded Hockey East Player of the Week after his 4-assist performance on the weekend. Given that there was 0 conference games for women and only 1 for the men's, which UConn was a part of, we will not focus on standings or other conference games from this league. Ahead of us for this week, there's only 1 conference series on the men's side between Northeastern and Vermont. However, on the women's side, we are in for a treat. To kick it off, Boston College takes on Merrimack Thursday night. Then we have a pair of weekend series with UConn taking on Northeastern, New Hampshire and Maine going at it. And lastly, Vermont battling Holy Cross. We certainly have an exciting weekend ahead of us as our men's team has our first home series against Union this Friday and Saturday. And our women battle the team that struck down their championship hopes last year, the Northeastern Huskies. Thank you for joining me on this first episode of Face Off. I am Ben Roy, and go Huskies.